Good morning, students. Today, I, Sunita Rani, PGT Commerce from Kendriya Vidyalaya number 2, DMW Patiala. I'm here again with the topic Dissolution of Partnership Firm Part 3. In the last two videos, we discussed about the theory part and journal entries at time of dissolution of partnership firm and preparation of realization account and its format. Today we will discuss a few practical questions on dissolution of partnership firm. So we have to see in these questions how to pass the journal entries and how to prepare the realization account. So let's discuss. We have question number 1 before us. The question number 1 is regarding journal entries. Let's read the question. A and B share profits and losses in the ratio of 5:2. They have decided to dissolve the firm. All the assets and external liabilities have been already transferred to realization account. Pass the journal entries to effect the following. What does it mean? Two partners are there, A and B. Profit sharing ratio is 5:2. And what it is saying कि all assets and liabilities have already been transferred. हम ये मान के चलेंगे कि सारी assets और liabilities को हम realization account के अंदर already transfer कर चुके हैं. Now we have to pass journal entries for the following. So let's do all the entries one by one. First entry is bank loan of rupees 12,000 is paid off. इसका क्या मतलब है कि हमने बैंक लोन को पे ऑफ कर दिया. बैंक लोन हमारी लाइबिलिटी है और लाइबिलिटी को हमने अब पे ऑफ करना है और ये लाइबिलिटी ऑलरेडी हम रियलाइजेशन अकाउंट में ट्रांसफ़र कर चुके हैं. So now is the time to make payment. So what will be the journal entry? It is realization account debit to bank account rupees 12,000 and the narration will be being bank loan discharged. The second journal entry is A was to bear all the expenses of realization for which he is given a commission of rupees 400. इसका मतलब है कि ए को रियलाइजेशन के सारे एक्सपेंसेस बियर करने हैं. ए विल बियर ऑल द एक्सपेंसेस ऑफ रियलाइजेशन जिसके बदले में उसे 400 रुपीज़ का कमीशन दिया जाएगा. So what will be the journal entry? Firm has to give remuneration or commission of rupees 400 to A. तो फर्म किसको दे देगी? ए हमारा पार्टनर है, डायरेक्टली कैश में नहीं देगी, रादर उसके कैपिटल अकाउंट के थ्रू देगी. यस, द एंट्री इज रियलाइजेशन अकाउंट डेबिट टू ए's कैपिटल being commission to A credited through his capital account rupees 400. Now, what's the third journal entry? It is deferred revenue expenditure account appeared in the books at rupees 28,000. Deferred revenue expenditure, all of you might be knowing that it is your accumulated loss. So what is the treatment for accumulated loss? We have to charge it from the partners in their profit sharing ratio itself. This accumulated loss is never transferred to realization account, so it will be charged like all other accumulated losses from the partners in their profit sharing ratio. So what will be the entry here? It is A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit to deferred revenue expenditure. It will be done in the profit sharing ratio, that is 5:2. So we divided 28,000 in the ratio of 5:2. So the entry A is debited with 20,000 and B is debited with rupees 8,000. The narration is being the deferred revenue expenditure written off by debiting the partner's capital account in the ratio of 5:2. The next journal entry is stock worth rupees 1600 was taken over by B at rupees 1200. Now what is being done here? जो B है 1600 की स्टॉक को 1200 रुपीज़ में टेक ओवर कर रहा है. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल क्वेश्चन इज कि एंट्री 1600 से होगी या 1200 से होगी. तो हेयर वी हैव टू सी कितनी अमाउंट पर एग्रीमेंट हुआ है, उसी से आप एंट्री करेंगे. नाउ स्टॉक इज़ आवर एसेट. अब एसेट आपने कैश में रियलाइज़ नहीं की, पैसा नहीं आया, रादर किसी पार्टनर ने टेक ओवर कर लिया. When the partner takes over any asset, then the entry is partner's capital account debit to realization. Here the partner is B. The entry will be B's capital account debit to realization rupees 1200 being stock taken over by B at rupees 1200 the agreed value. Then we move to the next journal entry. The next journal entry is an unrecorded computer realized rupees 7,000. The computer is an asset and it is unrecorded. For unrecorded also we have to realize the asset just like any other asset. So we will receive the cash. So we can do entry either with cash or bank. And this entry has to be passed through realization account. So the entry will be cash or bank account debit to realization account. Being unrecorded computer sold for rupees 7,000. Then we have the last entry. There was an outstanding bill for repairs for rupees 2,000 which was paid off. It means कि आपने अभी liability pay off करनी है. तो यहाँ पर हम सिंपली लाइबिलिटी पे ऑफ करने वाली एंट्री करेंगे और ये मान के चलना है कि सारी लाइबिलिटीज़ हमने पहले रियलाइजेशन अकाउंट के अंदर ट्रांसफ़र कर दी हैं क्योंकि इट इज़ मेंशन्ड इन द क्वेश्चन. नाउ द फर्म हैज़ टू पे इट ऑफ एंड विल पे थ्रू रियलाइजेशन अकाउंट. तो एंट्री विल बी रियलाइजेशन अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश और बैंक. रुपीज़ 2000 बीइंग आउटस्टैंडिंग बिल पेड फॉर repair. So that's all for the first question. Now we move to the second question. The second question is also on the journal entries, but all these are the entries in which we have entries related to expenses of realization and one entries for creditors. So the question before you is past journal entries in the following cases. First entry is expenses of realization rupees 1500. Now in this entry there is no information who has borne the expenses, who has to bear the expenses, or you can say question is silent about who has to bear it. In that case the expenses have to be borne by the firm through its realization account. So the entry will be realization account debit to cash account being expenses on realization paid rupees 1500. Then we have the second entry expenses of realization rupees 600 but paid by Mohan a partner. What does it mean कि रियलाइजेशन के एक्सपेंसेस 600 रुपीज़ थे बट वो फर्म की बजाय किसने पे किए, मोहन ने पे किए. अब फर्म क्या करेगी, अब फर्म ने तो उस वक्त पे नहीं किए. नाउ व्हाट द फर्म विल डू, फर्म विल गिव दैट मनी टू मोहन बट रिमेंबर नॉट इन कैश. द फर्म विल गिव इस मनी टू मोहन थ्रू हिज कैपिटल अकाउंट. सो द एंट्री विल बी realization account debit to Mohan's capital account being expense on realization paid by the partner. Next we have the third entry. Mohan, one of the partners of the firm, was asked to look into the dissolution of the firm, for which he was allowed a commission of rupees 2000. इसका क्या मतलब है? इट मीन्स कि मोहन जो फर्म में एक पार्टनर है उसे डिसोल्यूशन का काम करने के लिए कहा गया, प्रोसीडिंग्स कैरी ऑन करने के लिए कहे गए, जिसके लिए फर्म ने उसे 2000 रुपीज़ का कमीशन दिया। तो हमारी यहाँ पर एंट्री आएगी कमीशन देने वाली, और किसने दिया? फर्म ने दिया। किसके थ्रू दिया? रियलाइजेशन अकाउंट के थ्रू दिया। तो व्हाट विल बी द एंट्री? वी विल पास द एंट्री, यस, it is realization account debit to Mohan's capital, being expenses on realization paid by a partner. Being expenses on realization paid to Mohan, a partner. It is not the expense, it is commission paid to Mohan. Now we are with the last entry. Motor car of book value rupees 50,000 was taken over by creditors of the book value of rupees 40,000 in full and final settlement. इसका क्या मतलब है कि 50,000 की जो मोटर कार है वो क्रेडिटर्स ने, जिनकी बुक वैल्यू 40,000 रुपीज़ थी, उन्होंने वे पूरी की पूरी मोटर कार फुल एंड फाइनल सेटलमेंट के ले ली। इट मीन्स कि किसी भी क्रेडिटर ने या लाइबिलिटी ने कोई एसेट टेक ओवर करी है। सो इन दैट केस वी विल नॉट पास एनी एंट्री। सो it does not mean you will put a dash, rather you will write specifically no entry, because creditors have taken the motor car in full and final settlement. Fine. So these were the questions related to journal entries. I hope all of you might have understood these entries. Thank you and have a nice day. In next video we will discuss about few questions on preparation of realization account. Thank you very much.